Okay, we are back. We are in the midst of a storm, apparently. Here in the stormy part of the Storm Coast. I guess that's appropriate. That's what one wouldn't expect. And we're going to check out this ruins, which, as I had intimated before, indicated, is not unoccupied. There is, in fact, a small expedition here led by Mr. Charleston Nibb. So let's talk to Charleston.
Leave us alone, will you? Nothing for you here.
That's quite a rude introduction, but he doesn't mean it. Put your backs in those shovels, men. If she's not out tonight, we'll lose her to the bandito scum. He's apparently an American from the 1920s. Oh, lordy. You there, stage your business, but don't move from where you stand. I don't want to have to sick the boys on you. Stay your wrath. We're just passing through, mean you no harm. No? Good then. Sorry for the rough greeting, but it's surely been slow digging with bandits harassing us nightly. Charleston Nibb, at your service. Oh boy. Well met, sir. What is it exactly that's your goal here? You look to be excavating a tomb of sorts. You're partially right, although it's not a tomb, but an ancient settlement. It's also all that remains of a primitive race long since extinct. And we know little about their culture, save that they seem to have destroyed themselves in a war. Perhaps today we'll learn something more. We're just about to break through into an inner chamber. Perhaps the dwelling of the village shaman himself. Hey, mayhaps you could be of some assistance to us. We need to but keep the camp secure a short while longer. Your presence would probably dissuade anyone from attacking us, although I do not know the force behind our misfortune. They seem to take great pleasure in minor sabotage and kidnapping, although some of the young men may have just run off from fear. Nothing is ever stolen, which is odd for bandits, but they still must be the cause. Will you help us? It would be an honor to help you learned people in your quest for knowledge. Gracious we are. Now we stand a chance of completing this most excellent day of our dig. We're going to try for an entire new room today, possibly the shaman or chieftain quarters. We could find any number of relics within. Move amongst the men as you will, as your presence will no doubt reassure them. Charleston has something quite mouthy there. It's quite a mouthful to say his speeches. Why, hello there. Can we just step aside a moment and have a little chat away from prying ears? First, my name is Galor. Second, we never had this conversation. I'm the partner, that old Mr. Charleston you met, except I'm none too thrilled about the non-profit aspects of the whole thing. The old man seems to think we should donate all our findings to some museum, whereas I am ever so much more practical. I think certain people would pay dearly for the magical treasures we're about to unearth, and if they would be so eager, who are we to stand in their way? I would like you to steal the item and remove Mr. Nibb from my little equation. Are you up to the task? I feel like I don't have a strong enough objection here, but I'll just take the one that is available. I would have to kill many of the working men if I attacked Charleston. It would be a terrible slaughter, and I want no part of it. Blast you. You're playing it safe, just as safe as the old man. So be it. I'll find other means to acquire a fair measure of profit from this fiasco. Best you continue on whatever errand you be on. So Galor doesn't leave, which I think is very odd. One would think that, you know, I could, like, say something right now, like, hey, you don't want this guy in your camp. Success! We're about to enter the last remaining room. It's sure to be the shaman's abode. But no, we don't do that. We just go into the tomb. I don't know why Boyle and Khalid are back there. And now we'll get some real information about what these peoples were truly like. Hey, boss man. I don't feel so good. How old's the air in this place? A good question, young man. I would guess that we are the first people to walk in this room in nearly 5,000 years. The very gods of Netheril would have been young at that time. It's so cold in here. I feel strange. I hear a voice in my head. I hear the hollow voice, but it is only a mumble. Speak up and guide my hands. Ah! You, I see what you are. There is power to be had from your death. Your blood will quiet the voice. Blood will quiet. Kozath pleth darlak tochla kozak. So that's bad. And notice they don't all turn at once, which is also very interesting. But yeah, the diggers have been overcome with the dark powers within. Now Boyle can come in here and actually talk to Charleston. If I can get through the door. Oh my god, come on. Let this be a lesson to all creators of isomorphic games. I just want to talk to the guy. Oh, for God's sakes. There it is. It's a very narrow opening. I think I can explain the madness that overcame my men. They seemed to scream in some ancient tongues, but I recognize the word Koza. It's the name of an ancient power, the name of a god of pandemonium. The tribe that lived here must have worshipped Koza and the destruction he brought. The artifact that lies within this stone sarcophagus must be what has caused all this bloodshed. Surely that artifact is cursed beyond belief. Make sure it's in its proper place and we'll seal the entrance. It's best that it never sees the light of day. It's sad, really. I had thought to bring a little life back to a long-extinct people, and look what I've wrought. Certainly some things are better off remaining dead. Here's your pay for the time you've spent here. Your services are no longer required. Everyone pack up. We're leaving this accursed place. Yes, we should leave. Also, you should watch out for your partner Galor. He wanted me to kill you so he could profit from your find. Tread carefully.
Good on you if you saved the day.
So I will confirm that the thing is here. It is indeed here.
Perhaps this group needs not quite as much help as I thought.
This has always been a quest that I felt was like unfinished. It feels like there should be a lot more to this because you have Galor, who's like, I will profit from this. You have that specific warning, like, make sure it's there. It really feels like there was potentially the option for a much more extensive quest here. Like, you know, we get in here, the workers go insane. We're going to go back and seal the entrance, and then Galor steals the idol, and then we have to track Galor down, and he like causes
Gorion would be proud of your actions.
a plague of madness in one of the towns, like something like that. Like that sounds like a cool quest. Like that would be a cool mini adventure. But we never get that. I just feel like that was something that was planned. The writer had it planned, and they just were like, it's too much, guys. Like, we don't have any room to do it. We can't do it. It's like, well, you know, we could have it take over one of the towns. Well, what town? Like, you know, you could easily imagine how they would be like, this is too complicated. Except here are more hostile diggers. I don't recall there being more hostile diggers before, but all right, fine. These actually might be. Yeah, they're really getting me here. Uh-oh. Everyone's gotten tagged twice. Everyone better get the heck out of Dodge. And Dinah here also better get out of here, to be honest. Oh, come on, guys. Let's see. Minsk is going to follow Dinah here because Dinah here is his charge. Boyle is going to hit these guys with a sleep spell. And I think Khalid's going to do the same. Khalid's going to follow these guys. Oh, no, these are pretty tough diggers, man. They beat the sleep spell. One's going to keep running. So if that doesn't work, we're also going to use a magic missile. There we go. Alright, we got him. Just touch and go there for a second. At least for our weaker party members. So yeah, I feel like, you know, it's just like this is like an abbreviated quest. There was something more to this. And maybe there is something more to this that I just am not aware of. Maybe there is another part of this quest. Maybe you run into old Charleston Nib elsewhere. I don't know. There's so many little things that in this game that I'm like, I wonder if there's a story behind that. I wonder if anyone's looked into it. And then I forget to look it up. Maybe doing this game in the stream will serve as a means to remind me, like, hey, you should look into that. So that's that quest. We still haven't explored this whole map, though, of course. And what I think I want to do now is take a quick rest. Hopefully we won't get ambushed again. And indeed, we were not ambushed again. This is kind of a funny area. It seems to have a very... Either I'm getting very lucky, or it's a very low chance of ambush. Sometimes, I swear to God, I think like this game has an overarching kind of balance the luck of the character algorithm in here. Like, if you have a really crappy luck in some part, like I did at the very beginning of the game, then it kind of goes easy on you for a while. Yeah, he's about to... Yeah, he's good, all right, sure. Oh, look at it, he's still good. Maybe the reason the other ones turned bad is because my party continued to attack them. Maybe that's why it didn't last. He's gonna go hostile any minute, though. I know he will. Hey, a Gnoll. Multiple Gnolls. Well, we love fighting Gnolls.
What now, I wonder?
I think these guys are worth a sleep spell. There we go. It's Jaheira's turn to get beat on. That was another chieftain. Honestly, that chieftain gave me more of a run for my money than the one in the stronghold. Now, there again is kind of a missed opportunity. What would have been cool... And, you know, I complain. Like, it's not like I'm complaining about this stuff. I'm like, oh, they could have done this. It would have been cool if that guy who was like, I'm going to eat Dinah here, showed up here. Or showed up somewhere in some other zone. Like, I told you I would be back to get her. Still got my war dog. Reasonably wealthy gnolls. Got plenty of gems, but I'm going to offload those gems onto other people. Oh, and this, by the way, I want to give this to someone else, like Khalid. So many gemstones. So many gemstones. Poor Andy the fairy dragon. He spends all his time in my pack. I mean, poor Andy. He's secure. He's happy in there. I don't know why. Yeah, you don't get a chance to risk your life. Another knoll. And another knoll. Uh-oh. Look at that. Going looking for the soft target. Sons of bitches. Here comes the war dog. Get in there, war dog. Deal with these guys. Oh, see, the war dog... I knew it! I knew the war dog was going to go hostile. Sorry, buddy. Why can't, like, the war dog, like, just wander away? After you charm him, you should just be like, he just should just wander off. Like, I don't know about you guys, I'm just getting out of here. Oh, finally, a second level spell for Dynahir to learn. If Dynahir learns it. Please learn it, Dynahir. Alright, well, there's no time like the present. The odds don't change depending on what time of day it is. I might as well try. Ah, she got it. Thank God. Okay, so finally we can take advantage of her invocation skills. Wrong guy. There we go. And Melf's is actually a pretty darn handy spell because there aren't many creatures that are resistant to acid damage. So it is a good one to have. And of course, let's see what's north of here. There's nothing north of here. This is it. Well, I think there's something out here. I don't know. Let's see. Well, what do we have left to explore here? A goodly part of the map here. Left to go. Let's investigate, shall we? I want to see if there's something to the west. Get to the western edge and see what's over there. Oh, that's right, the lighthouse. Now, the lighthouse, I know for sure, has some pretty tough opponents in the area, and that is the sirens that I had mentioned. Oh, this guy.
You want Baruch's land. Baruch says, go away, so go.
We're just passing through, it won't be any bother. You have our word.
Your word means nothing to Baruch. Kill them.
See, this is why I don't try to negotiate more often. It's useless.
Where to now?
You've a task?
They're just like, no, I don't want to negotiate with you. Go attack Baruch. Now, Baruch is dangerous because Baruch has poison, as I recall.
They're called?
So we want to deal with him as quickly as possible. Did that work? Oh, those are kobold commandos. Even worse. Well, you see what they did to Imwin right away, so Imwin is going to take a healing potion straight away. And then Imwin's going to deal with these little sons of bitches. As is Boyle. As is Dynahir. You guys deal with them, we'll deal with these idiots.
Ryan would be proud of your actions.
You'd be proud that I gave the guy a chance? I guess. Alright. Holy smoke, there's a lot more of them. Ah, they're tasseler, though. I'm not really that worried about them. As long as I down the guy with the poison, that's the important part. Alright. Now, the good part about running into Kobold Commandos is that it means I get a lot of these. It's the absolute best source for +2 arrows in the game. And a whole bunch of them. And more sleep spells. More scrolls. I notice I'm not picking up those gems because...
You're clear, fellow.
Oh, she may not even have enough room. I think old Imoen's getting a little full up here. Let's see here. Make sure that everything's in that dialogue, so I don't miss anything. And as everybody's played this game knows, and certainly if you've been watching this stream, you've seen for low level. I mean, there's basically the sleep spell makes all the difference in the world. It is the difference between having a fairly easy go of a combat and having a really difficult time. Just a spell that can at low level take out a whole mob of opponents is
What you want?
pretty hard to beat. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I actually want to heal you, Imoen, just a little bit. Probably not necessary, 22 to 25, but, every little bit helps. A little hard to negotiate these cliffs. Come to the shore, or the shore of a... I think this is where that one of those rivers empties out into the sea. Oh, but look, there's a little causeway over here. I don't think there's anything south of here, though. Yeah, well, there's that area. I'm not going to go there for the moment. And I don't think I'm going to go to the watchtower either. It's just, I know that area. It has sirens in it, and like I said, they have Dire Charm, and Dire Charm is really hard to avoid, to beat. I mean, it just affects you regardless of what potions you've taken or protections spells you've read. It's just bad. There we go. Took out those ghouls pretty handily. It even affects, one of the things I kind of actually think it's a little cheesy, to be honest. I'm pretty sure they made it up for the game. And it's basically, it's one of those situations where it's like, hey, I'm immune to charm. Like, the game says I'm immune to charm, I have an ability. And it's like, damn it, I don't want you to be immune to charm. Well, I'm going to make a super special charm spell that affects you anyway. And there's a ton of, elves, berserkers, all those creatures that are like, I'm immune to mind-affecting spells. You're not immune to Dire Charm. And it just very much reminds me of just kind of bad DMing from early days of D&D. Just like the frustrated DM that they try to pull something and the player's like, well, actually I'm immune to that effect. Like, no, you're not. It's just like, come on, grow up, guys. But whatever. So there is an area we have not been to, I believe, and that's something we should visit because I believe that that is the home of the aforementioned half-ogres that paladin in Baragost wanted us to look into. So, let me see. Journey took 16 hours. What does that mean? That means, well, we're going to save at the very least. And where are we on the map? I have the sneaking suspicion that I'm gonna get some exhausted party members here in a second. Oh, but look, a gnoll. Gary Gnoll and his gang of gnashing gnolls. Okay. Gnarled gnolls. One of them got a lucky hit on Dinah here. You see what happens, Dinah, here when you don't learn your armor spells? This is what happens. More gems. Gems are just such a pain. Such a pain. And sure enough, I am out of space. Let's do this first of all. That arrow of fire. Still can't... There's a certain point when my lore gets good enough that I just identify those automatically. But we are not there yet. One thing I can do is get that, free up that space. Inventory management. Stack the gems at least. Thank God. I have 2 of these. Anybody have another one of these? No. Fine. Put it over here. What else do we have? We had another split stack somewhere though. Oh, this thing. The bandit scalp. Stack those all up.
Yes.
Yes. I apologize, my Boyle accent is starting. It's when I read his lines, it's starting to verge into a Scottish accent or some kind of some kind of mutant Scottish-Irish hybrid. Haven't done enough northern accents in my time. What's that? More dogs. Wild dogs. Okay. Take him out. Take him out, boys. Take him out. Come on. Yeah, see, it's... I should just shut off Minsk's charm animal. It doesn't really... Well, I guess I'll leave it on. I'll leave it on for the moment. It might come in handy, but it's... You would think that they would have a way to say, if something changes faction from a charm spell, all party members stop attacking it. But they don't. I don't know why they don't. I know what's south of this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Who's that? Aghast. Not even a ghoul, but aghast. I'm aghast by your ghast. He wanted to go for the squishy people. We didn't let him. Protection from normal missiles. Well... We're going to learn that straight away, if we can. And we did. Thank goodness for that 19 intelligence. Boy, that comes in handy. Okay. This seems very familiar. I think... I'm gonna save real quick. It's been a while, but I'm pretty sure that there's something I need to deal with up here. It is not easy. Ah, well, not this guy.
You there? I need some money and some healing. If you know what's good for you, give it to me.
You've got to be kidding. You're one hobgoblin. Why should we do anything but kill you?
I'm a member of the Chill, the mercenary band. If you want all my friends breathing down your neck, then just keep pissing me off.
You're threatening us? I think you got things mixed up, you degenerate, foul-smelling beast. Before we end your miserable life, you should do some begging, or maybe throw in some information about these Chills.
Hey, wait! Hey, I'm sorry. Don't kill me, please. I'll tell you about the Chill.
Go on.
The Chill are a group of mercenaries. They're part of the group who's been raiding the merchant caravans. I just got lost in a raid a couple days back. Some of the Flaming Fist have been dogging my steps. There, I told you what you wanted to hear.
See? A reasonable hobgoblin. Reasonable fellow. We can deal with him. There are reasonable hobgoblins out there. What's that? A wolf. Ah, wolf pack. Alright, alright. Damn it, Chihira. Oh, I don't... Well, you know what? I have enough of these scrolls. I'm just going to use one. Alright. Targeted on the dead one, of course. That's terrific. Come on, guys. Hit these guys. Oh, how I wait for the day when I have a party that has high enough level that they hit things reliably. So be it.
Ah, what now? Need your pantaloons pressed?
Hey, you're the one who just got wounded. Give me any lip. Whole group, not just one person. Thank you. That's just... I do believe we have some other baddies to handle up here. Ah, yes, there we go. Stop where you are. If you throw down your weapons and cooperate, then no one will be hurt. If you don't, you all die. A very simple decision on your part. What is it that you want from us? And who are you? My name is Tengen. This is my girl Jembi. The uglier one is Zakar. What we want is your money. Hand over all your cash and we'll be unharmed. Before you do anything rash, think it over a while. I'm sure your life is worth more than the little gold you might possess. And once again, not giving all of you all of my money. I have thousands of gold pieces. No. Greedy bandits, you infest our roads with your stink. Draw steel. Stupid, stupid, now you die. Well, we'll see about that. Now, who do we need to deal with first? They are actually super dangerous if you don't deal with them quickly. The most dangerous is the spellcaster, of course, because she gets a hold of you and, you know, starts casting spells, and she has mass, you know, confusion or stuff like that, and stuff is bad. Although we really should put somebody on him because he's got poison, so we'll get to him in a second. Yeah, so luckily she leads with a defensive spell, So we can probably take her out pretty quickly. That should do it, those 2 magic missiles. Wow. Yeah, once again, they hit hard. They hit hard. M1, what do you want? You should be... Attack him. There we go. And sure enough, she got one off, and it's confused 2 of my warriors. So you see how all it takes is one, or is it fear? I think it's fear or panic or something. All it takes is one stupid little spell, and it just ruins your day. Alright, what have I got? What have I got to deal with here? Don't have any more spells.
Yep.
By your command.
I don't think Dinah here has any more spells. No, she does not. I really don't have to expend a charge on the wand on this guy, but I might have to, because I'm just low enough level, and because I've lost my 2 fighters and I'm relying on Jaheira. Just might need to give her a little bit of an advantage. There we go. Yeah, so he's worth 500 XP, so clearly not to be trifled with. Well, we'll let these idiots wander around the countryside. Get away from the confused people, in case they decide to swing at something they can't quite see. What is the effect that she used on them? Let's look at that real quick. Panic, that's what it is. So not even really that... I mean, that's like a low... I think panic is... I don't think it's fear. I think it's like horror or so. I can't remember what it is. Oh, jeez. I wish I hadn't gone that direction. I'm gonna... Oh, that was... Oh, Zekar. Yeah, Zekar's still out there. There we go. Now we've dealt with him. Just gonna... All we can do is just sit here and wait for the panic to wear off. Really incredibly horrible. Alright, so there we go. Panic is worn off. Thank you. Please reassemble, team. Hey, huff it over here to reassemble. Do I have... Mage Robe of Fire Resistance? Now, I wonder, should I wear the Mage Robe of Fire Resistance and then give... Now, I'm going to give Dinah here that one. I'll hold on to the Knave's Robe. I mean, none of the Mage Robes, to be perfectly honest, are really that good. She doesn't have any healing left. Does Boyle have any healing left? Let's find out. I have 1 healing left I can use on Minsk. And this looks like a good time for another rest. Fingers crossed that I don't get tagged during my rest by an ambush. I don't! I've just been having the best luck on rests. It's crazy. And so, now that we've done that, let's do another round of... No, not with him. Another round of healing. First of all, Jaheira, on yourself. And then on Minsk, I think the husband is... Khalid is okay at this moment. Oh, what the heck, I'll top him off as well, just so we start the day fully healed. There we go.
What now, I wonder?
I wonder too. I think we're gonna go this way. I wonder, I wander. And Knowles! Oh, look, it's Drizzt! right down the road from those bandits, we have Drizzt O'Durden, surrounded by gnolls. You there! Will you help a stranger in need? I am beset by gnolls! Fear not, we will not stand aside while others in peril. The fight is joined, and I welcome your aid. Tiresome beasts these gnolls are, and I'll be glad to be done with them. Indeed, indeed. So let's see what we can do. The easiest thing we can do is cast a sleep spell, which gnolls are particularly vulnerable to, and we'll center it right on Drizzt because they're all on him. There, that makes Drizzt's life a lot easier. And honestly, I'm told that if you do nothing, that the gnolls will kill him sometimes, but I find it very hard to believe. It's Drizzt.
Yes.
It's the most ridiculous, baddest ass badass in the... Hey, how you doing, buddy? Talk to me, buddy.
All this chatter is fine, but I've places I'd rather be.
Well met, stranger. I am Drizzt O'Durden, and I appreciate your assistance. It's been a long enough trip to the Icewind Dale, and even without these constant interruptions, I do not recall banditry being of such epidemic proportions in this area. How long has this been so? It has not always been thus, and I strive to return peace to these lands. Noble goals indeed, and ones which I would hold dear myself. Your struggle will be difficult, for the bandits that I have encountered, being beset at every turn as I am, are no mere vagabonds with blades. The humans bear the style of the Black Talons, and the Hobgoblins that of the Chill. Mercenary groups, both of them. It is unlikely they are the architects of this endeavor. You would do well to insinuate yourself into their ranks and determine their true masters. Difficult, but not impossible, and potentially the most fruitful course. This is sage advice which I will heed. Know that I think well of thee on thy journey. Well met, friend. Luck be on your side. So yeah, if you do let him die, or if he... God forbid, if you kill him, I don't know. I would not want to... Never want to tangle with that guy. But if you were to, you can actually get his scimitars, which are, of course, really badass. But I don't want to do that. I always have trouble in these games with these sort of non-roleplay...
This would be a good place for a hench.
Min-maxing, like, oh, if you kill this hero, and then you can get badass swords, and then you play the rest of the game as a hero. I'm like, what? Yeah, but they're really good. Okay. Don't you want the best weapon? I want to play the game. Another gnoll. Oh, I'm late to go kill Drizzt. Oh, shit. Oh, we're all late to kill Drizzt. These are the laggards. Okay, good. They were about to turn around on our second stringers, but they didn't. Oh, come on, guys. Don't do that. Stop turning around. Right, well, they're almost all dead anyway. Come on, Knowles. Just whiff, whiff, whiff. There we go. It's like watching 6-year-olds try to swing at a baseball bat. Try to swing a baseball bat. Let me see, what do we got here? A good part of the map is still unexplored, including, I believe, the area where we expect to find those half-ogres that we've been talking about going after all this time. Should be somewhere around here. I think. Could have sworn they were in this area. There's a lake. It's southwest of Baragost. Abandoned house. A guy.
You need something, stranger?
Please keep your voice down, will you? It's hard enough getting the hang of this fish wrangling business without you scaring them all away. Fish wrangling? I take it you've never done this before. Nay, I have not. I used to be a miner, I did. I've sunk to this to feed my family. Not that it's a bad way to make a living, mind you. I just prefer having a good solid pick in my hands and sweating while I work. It's too much standing around waiting for the fish to bite. Ah well, we do what we must. Torlo, fish wrangler. And then there's like another guy who does like is doing like the exact same thing a little further down. And then, I often like to go fishing within sight of skeletons. Will you please stick on the other enemies? Oh my god, Minsk, what is up with you, dude? Just in rapid succession.
I punch.
Hey, Boyle, heal Minsk, will you?
Now I wonder.
Alright, back into the thick of it. Come on. What's the worst part about skeletons is they have no good treasure. Unless you're a dart thrower, apparently. That's another weird one. Skeletons throwing darts. I've never seen that anywhere outside of this game. It's very strange. Are these the... Yes, here they are, finally. The aforementioned half-ogres. So let's deal with them straight away. We're going to do it that way. Making this fairly easy. Your average humble sleep spell. There's a lot of grim murder here with it. It's like, yeah, the sleep spell makes it easy. It also means that you're like, you're just slaughtering these guys in their sleep. Pretty grim, but, you know, it's practical. And Boyle is nothing but not practical. Oh, damn it, I'm all full up again.
Yes.
Dying here can pick it up. Gem. Okay, let's... Oh yeah, Boyle's all full up. I've got to do something about that. And there's a couple things I really need to do need to get back to Baragost because I am almost too loaded up to do anything. So I think that is all she wrote for those half-ogres. It's kind of funny that in this game there's just like, you got to kind of just know who they are or where they are, which ones they're talking about. Because I've killed a ton of half-ogres here. But there are only some that satisfy the condition because of where they are on a map. But it's not like they have any kind of item identifying them or anything like that. It's just, they're half-ogres here. And then one of them must be kind of, you know, flagged in a way that you can tell, like, okay. Okay, so what is north of here? North of here. Have I been there? I've been there. I'm almost to Baragost. I haven't been here. And that was the route that I wanted to take, if you recall. Like, I wanted to kind of explore this part of the coast. Again, not avoiding that, avoiding a couple things over here, which are sort of siren infested. But I think we do want to take our next trip in this direction. So that's only 8 hours. So I think I'm going to take my rest here. And replenish my spells. Oh! The stink of Knoll is heavy in the air. You thank the gods you woke in time to reach for your weapon. Indeed. Indeed. Luckily, they're just Knolls.
If a tree falls in the forest, I'll kill the bastard what done it.
Did you hear his humorous commentary? Alright, let's try this again, shall we? I mean, these rests are positively, you know, positively leisurely. It's when you get up into the other areas of the game to the north, like the Cloakwood. Oh my god, the Cloakwood. Boy, if we get there in this playthrough, that is brutal. That place is brutal. Okay, so here we are in this new area, and we're pretty much center bottom here. Center south, so let's explore this way. What do we run into? A wolf! Because I want to explore this way because I would like to at least know what the maps are in that direction.
What you want?
Oh, look at this guy, Roger. It's a shame this line of work doesn't allow for leisurely chats, but it's an important job. Must run the message through, rain or shine or gibbering. Arm grows weary of invasion accusations and is demanding restitution from the Grand Dukes of Baldur's Gate. This will not sit well indeed. Make way! My 1930s announcer voice returns. So what's over here to the west? Oh, nothing. I could have sworn there were areas over here. I was wrong. I guess it's been long enough that I played this game that I... Well, I did play it not too long ago, but I guess I just didn't hit up these areas. I was in more of a... Just wanted to kind of get through the story in that particular playthrough. But yeah, I could have sworn there was an area over there. Zargal. You surrender or you die. You make choice, and you make choice quickly. Zargal has no patience for waiting slow-winded city folk. I mean, I wish there was a non, vaguely bigoted, racist option to reply here. You ugly hobgoblins. I wish you could just be like, not surrendering. Why don't you go your own way? Like, a more, good choice. But whatever, it's a game from the 90s, so that's where I'm not even going to say it. You were very stupid for city folk. You die screaming, Zargal's strongest one there is. No, the Hulk is the strongest one there is. You are merely Zargal. Okay, so how do we deal with them? Let's deal with them the way we deal with all such humanoids. Do that. Yeah, Zargo's... Oh. I have something I need to do. Oh no, here it does. I'm not quite there yet. Imwin has been poisoned. So Zargal did have one trick up his sleeve, and that was poison. And that will kill Imwin straight away if we're not careful. Alright. Hold on a second, lady. Don't run back to combat quite yet. They can handle it. They're unconscious. Heal her. There we go. Alright, so Zargal pulled one dirty trick on us, but...
Even with infravision, I prefer the daylight.
You know what? You're not...
Let's talk more fight.
We're gonna have Dinah here pick up this stuff. We don't actually do a lot of talking. Well, I do a lot of talking, but you don't do a lot of talking. I mean, I guess Zargal wasn't a joke. He had a magic short sword. It wasn't the strongest one there is, that's for sure. But he wasn't entirely a joker. So let's see here. Oh, that's right, Dinier does not have such things. He doesn't have your advanced identify technologies. The Whistling Sword. The Whistling Sword. Thaco +2. 1d6. I guess it's just got Thaco +2, so that's pretty cool. Makes me want to, I mean, again, you know, if I were keeping Imoen in the party, I'd be like, oh, I'll give it to Imoen. But I'm not going to keep Imoen in the party. I know I start off with a club. Now I'm thinking the next time, how far is Boyle away from a weapon proficiency? One level. He's one level away from weapon proficiency. I might have to take that. But for now, I suppose I'll give it to Imoen. I mean, she's got freaking 2 short sword +1s. Come on. Surely it should be enough. Oh, she's also very low on arrows. Those guys have some arrows. We need to pick up some arrows.
Cool ones.
I care not.
They did have arrows. Good. I have been remiss in my arrow picking up and my arrow procurement. It's a little bit better, but I will have to make a note of that going forward. So we'll do a quick save there. And let's see, what have we explored so far? We have, we're close to doing the lower half of the map, so we're getting there. And this was probably our last stop before we go to Baragost, although I expect that we will probably pick ourselves up another quest before we are done here. On this very map, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, this guy. Ho, ho, ho. Or these guys. Oh, boy. Ah, man, I am not well suited for this one. But no time like the present. Let's go.
Oh, Brother Therm, why not grace our ears with a ripping tale of the old days? Always a delight.
Oh, don't hesitate on my account. Some of the others may not have heard them. Hold your peace, then, though I remember a time back in Zentil Keep when you would sooner die than be quiet. You would sooner have... I'll wait until you feel like telling them yourself. I don't remember the old days so well. You there. What's the meaning of this? Who dares interrupt while I speak with family? I'll have your heads if you're here to harm the... No, it can't be. Is that you, Mother? It can't be otherwise, though you've changed a bit in all these years. Yes, it's Mum. I want you to stop all this zombie foolishness and come to Baragost with me. Surely someone there can help you. Zombies? You don't see them as they truly are? You must be vexed by some sort of enchantment or another. Don't worry, though, this has happened with some of the others, and I know how to cure it. This will only hurt a moment. And he goes... not so crazy. So, I mean, he is not so crazy. So we got to deal with him straight off. Whack him.
You're a queer fellow.
Can I help you?
And again, he's a spellcaster, so we don't want him getting some spells off. So we're going to hit him with stuff as quickly as we can. Please don't get that spell off. Please, please, please. Please somebody hit him before that can happen.
New point. Hi, bunch.
Oh, we did. We interrupted him. Come on, guys. Come on. Some of this, I think I'm getting the timing wrong, I think is the problem. Like, there's a kind of a rhythm to it that you have to hit him at exactly the right time while he's trying to cast the spell, but you kind of almost have to anticipate it. There we go, he's down. Now, interestingly, not all of them go hostile. Some of them just, like, hang out. I don't think that's that. I think that's actually a change. If I do recall correctly, it's my guess, the way to say it. I'm pretty sure that all of them went hostile, but maybe it's based on the dialogue options. I think that might be it. Let's get back to Dinah here. Get over here and target that thing. There we go. So what do we got here? We got a lot of stuff. Heavy crossbow I can't use. Nobody can use. But that, Basilis's holy symbol, we definitely need that. That will be handy for us in the future. Okay, so that's all done with. We dealt with Basilis, or Basilius. And, I don't know, I'm going to leave these guys where they are. Non-hostile undead. I mean, what's the harm, really? I know if I were a lawful good paladin, I would probably be there an abomination and they have to be killed. I am not! I am a chaotic good illusionist thief. Oh, interestingly, here were two that... These must have been the outside scouts here. Dealt with. But yeah, I mean, you know, they're not hurting anybody. They're just hanging out here in the stone circle. They're a curiosity. Leave them be. So way up here? There is a way up here. I don't know if there's a way through here, but there's a way up here. What's that? A ghoul! This is definitely two ghouls. It's an undead heavy area. The way the ghouls do their little wounded animation or death sound rather is kind of funny to me. It sounds like somebody who's really thirsty getting a drink for the first time in a long time. A couple of rings on them. And what do we have here? A wolf. I think this area can sometimes have vampiric wolves, although that's level dependent, I think. Not sure. I may be wrong about that. Little bit of the shore here. And yeah, nothing over to the west. Surprise, surprise. What is that? More skeletons. Man, Basilius here has just been littering this place with undead, I think. It would be interesting if the backstory was that some of the people he had there, which he raised from that, actually were his family members, and those that are his family members are the non-hostile ones. So they're just like hanging out saying, yeah, we are his... Although, why they didn't kill me, I don't know. But, or maybe it's the reverse, but... Or perhaps it's that his necromantic ritual actually did kind of work in some cases, and they have a little bit of their personality left, but not in all.
Speak up. Speak up.
No, stay back. Lest this madness be catching. Calm down. What's this madness you speak of? I've been a rural merchant all my life, and I'm thereby no stranger to poultry of any shade or color. But there be a fiendish hen to the east that, when I picked her up, spoke to me in a voice most human. Either that, or I'm in the chill grips of the deepest fever, or that chicken is possessed by a spirit from the very depths of the ninth and final hell. Well, that sounds odd, does it not? A talking chicken? How could this be? In a world with dragons and undead, etc., etc. Why would anyone be surprised by a talking chicken? Let us find this talking chicken, shall we? Another ghoul, man. Please have gold and not a gem. He has gold, thank God.
Good on you if you save the day.
One less gem I have to deal with. Okay. Where is this talking chicken you speak of? What's that? Oh, a dreadwolf.
This group shows promise of
Those are some of the non-hostile skeletons just hanging out. Okay. Hey, skeleton, how's it going? Just hanging out, being a skeleton. So far I see nothing. You have to come up the other way. Doesn't look like I can get up that way. Well, let's see here. Where is this mysterious talking chicken? Well, there's something. A wolf. It's Mellencamp.
darkness falls and nature sleeps.
Thank you.
Do we still crumble out?
You saved my cluck me. I fear I've taken one too many blows in the head. Next I'll be hearing hamsters speak. Thank you. Yes, cluck. That's just what I needed for my cluck hour of need. You will laugh it up while I cluck learn to cope with passing eggs. My apologies, good, chicken. What has caused your current cursed state? Thank the clock, may mother of all magic. Mayhaps now I will end this clock nightmare. I am Mellencamp of Baragust, a clock mage adapted in the mystic arts. A misread incantation seems to be the source of my troubling form. It's been over a month since I uttered a polymorph spell, and I simply cannot return to my more normal form. Is there anyone that might be able to assist you? I fear I have little in the way of magical power myself. It's not strictly true, but... Blast it all! Well, there's nothing else I can do except my most hated option. There's a tower directly to the west of Baragust, about which can be found the mage Palantir. I am his apprentice, and I am certain he will aid me. And to his abode we shall go. I will escort you. Thank you. It's located just to the west of Baragust. Palantir lives in a large manor there. I'll just nestle in your pack till we get there. party has gained an item, Mellencamp the chicken. And if you look, indeed he is. Oh, he's not in mine. He doesn't. Where does he go? He goes to everybody likes Imoen. There he is. I guess he doesn't want to hang out with my fairy dragon. That's understandable. Chickens are flightless domesticated birds, valued not only for their tender meat but also for their eggs, a daily morning delicacy in many farms and cities throughout the Sword Coast region. 1 pound. That's a light chicken. That's one light chicken right there. Okay, so we now have acquired Mellencamp the chicken, who, of course, anyone who knows this game knows very well. One of our favorite silly little side quests. Pardon me. And we will, at this point, having completed our exploration of this area, we'll head back to Baragost, and then on to deal with Mellencamp's business. Because, oh no, we've been waylaid by enemies. Okay, well, here we go. Nothing to do for it, but, you know, sleep their asses. So I think we'll just do it right here on us, because they will no doubt close with us by the time we're done. Alright, so only that one went down, but that's okay. This guy just decided to just hang here. That's the way that works. Make sure I got all of their goods. I did not. They both had 23 gold. Alright, fine, fellas. Well, there you go. Now to Baragost. Okay, we are back in Baragost. Thank goodness. Okay. Long journey, and what we will do now, I'm going to actually take a quick break here, and we'll check back in about to continue our journey and to investigate more of what Baragost has to offer, some of which we did not do last time, and now I think we're ready to do it. So this once again is Old Tom Jin, and this is my continuing playthrough
This city is a blight on the landscape. Better to have let the land grow wild.
As I was saying, this is my playthrough of Baldur's Gate, the Enhanced Edition. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the other side of the break, hopefully.